I know I had a few moments in my career where when I got on the sideline too, I reevaluated myself to go like, why am I making this so hard? Like, I'm watching this guy throw to wide open receivers. What the hell am I doing?
Exactly.
And did you have that moment?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that's, I mean, especially when DA came in and just kind of seeing how he operated, how he watched film, his thought process when a play happened, and even small things that come into a walkthrough and how precise he was, where he was trying to put the ball where he wanted in walkthroughs and was actually throwing it and like making it practice-like.
Right.
I know sometimes the receivers don't like that when they're kind of walking and the ball's coming a little fast, but even small little details like that, just trying to be precise all the time, that helped out for me.
Right. Receivers complaining on walkthroughs that you're throwing the ball too hard. I've heard that story before.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's what they got to get used to. All right, wait, so I'm going to walk over to you because I'm going to ask you something. One thing I always want to ask guys how they grip the ball. I'm always interested to see that. If you want to get a close-up on his hand. You're 2 and under 5.
Yep.
Always did that?
Always.
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 And wait, what'd you just do there? What are you showing?
Just to make sure I got a little air pocket down there.
You're into the
I'm not a flat hand.
I'm a flat-hander.
Really?
I am a flat-hander, yeah. I don't know why, but I just always was a flat-hander.
So is your thumb a little higher, or is it still down here?
I have a flexible thumb to where, like, I have a double-jointed thumb.
Do you have a hitchhiker's thumb?
No, I do not have that. But who's got the more dysfunctional thumb, the hitchhiker or the double-jointed guy?
Chris Sims, both a flat hander and a flat earther with Josh Allen earlier this week in Buffalo. The entire interview will be available next week. Chris Sims Unbuttoned. Now, you said yesterday that you had a catch with Josh Allen. I didn't see any catching going on by either you or Josh Allen.
Yeah, well, no, we're quarterbacks. We don't get our hands beat up catching the football. I'm pampered. I'm a diva. I need somebody there. I wasn't catching his footballs, first of all. You want to talk about watching a ball explode out of a guy's hand, Mike? I mean, it's a special arm this kid has, and it was a lot of fun hanging out with him the other day.
Well, and I think part of the thing, too, if two quarterbacks are throwing and catching, if one puts a little something extra on it and you feel it, then the reaction is, I'm going to put a little second. And the next thing you know, you're firing the ball at each other's heads.
No
right?
doubt about that. Exactly right.
Which would have made for a much better clip.
It would have.
Although the clip was good,
Thanks.
That would have been better.
Well, we had a great conversation. I mean, really, that clip goes on for another probably 15 or 20 minutes. We do end up having a little throwing competition, okay? I'm not going to give the spoiler alert out, but yeah, we talked. We got back together a few times, went over some nuances of what was going on at the quarterback position and everything, but you know I'm a big fan of him, Mike, and I'm a big fan of the Buffalo Bills and what they're doing up there right now.
The big surprise last year, too, the mobility of Josh Allen, week 3 at Minnesota, diving for the pylon, hurdling Anthony Barr, and just showing something that, you know, it's not that it's a secret that the guy had some mobility. We were just so worried about passing accuracy and the deep ball, and can he throw it, you know, to the open guy on a consistent basis. But I think he did enough to make me think there's something there.
Yes.
And I think the Bills are doing enough to make me think there's something there. Vegas doesn't believe. Vegas has the over-under for wins at 6.5. I got more faith in the Buffalo Bills than that, Chris.
Me too, Mike.
And I think that they can make some noise this year between them and the Jets. I think one of them is going to rise up and be a playoff team. I just don't know which one at this point. But I think both teams will at least be in that conversation to be 500.
100% agree with you, Mike. And again, first of all, Buffalo, let's get this straight. Their defense was one of the best in football last year. I would argue it was the best in football, but they had offensive struggles that put the defense in some tough spots. Okay, so I look at that and go, wow, the defense isn't going anywhere, and they got Ed Oliver. Okay, so that's phenomenal. But really, the big thing they did in the offseason, and I'm with you on Josh Allen, obviously, yeah, the short passing game accuracy can improve, but that's something that can be worked on and improved. But the big thing is improve the offensive line. Got Mitch Morse, the best center in football in free agency. Drafted a Cody Ford. You know, got some Ty Nsekhe at tackle from the Washington Redskins was a great move. And then got the New England-y type receivers in John Brown and Cole Beasley to be those guys because they're running the New England offense to run all those option jerk routes. So I think they have formulated the right pieces now that fit the system on both sides of the ball. And usually when I see that together, I go, ooh, that means something good's about to happen. And I'm with you. I think they're a, you know, playoff, on the edge of a playoff type football team.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.